What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. So today is a pretty special video because I am going to be going through and just looking back on all of the figures that were from my grandma's house. So we recently went over and were able to pick them up and bring them here because she did unfortunately pass away in 2023. But instead of this being like a sad video, it's gonna be kind of just like a fun video, looking back on all the cool figures that she was able to get us. And yeah, I have a lot of memories with all these because I'd always go over to her house and she had them in a shoebox, and I'd always ask like where the shoebox was, and then I would play with the figures and everything. So yeah, it was really cool, and I'm excited to just, I don't know, go through memory lane and look at all the cool stuff that she had for us. So starting it off, so yeah, I remember these always being in the box. These are like little display stands that came with a lot of the figures. And here is like a normal display stand. This is usually what figures will come with. This is Padme Amidala's, which is weird because it says that The Empire Strikes Back. But it's Padme, so I don't know. But this was like the typical stand. But some figures used to come with like special stands. So this was for obviously Obi-Wan because it's his cloak and his lightsaber. So that was pretty cool. I don't know what figure that this one was for, but it seems like it could have been Obi-Wan or somebody because it kind of looks like it's like Mustafar. 2004, yeah, so this one's pretty cool. This one, I do know who this was for. This was for burnt Anakin. So obviously it's like fire and then the rocks. But yeah, here's Anakin. I always have his legs on for some reason. Let me pull those off. So yeah, if you wanted to, I guess you could just recreate that moment. Yeah, you just be like this. But yeah, so that is interesting. We have this piece, which I'm pretty sure this came with a few other pieces because I haven't, or that this came with, I think this came with multiple because I have another one here, obviously. Can you connect it? I believe that connected. Let me see. How, I don't know how, because that didn't line up that well. Is that connected? Huh, I don't know. I don't know how you're really supposed to do this. I mean, I guess I could just do like I just had it. Maybe. Okay, there we go. So anyways, yeah, there was just these pieces, I guess. So just put that right there. And then this, I don't know which one this came with, but this is a battle droid, obviously. 2003. So yeah, this looks like it's maybe on Geonosis. So maybe it came with a Jedi or somebody, but yeah, dead battle droid. So pretty cool. And then this was also there. So I think that this came with a like one of those droids that like it was like the hot iron press thing in, was it Return of the Jedi maybe? I forget what movie, but yeah, so that's pretty cool. This is neat, and I remember always playing with this. This is Han Solo in Carbonite. I believe that this is Power of the Force. But yeah, really cool. I mean, it looks just like him, obviously. You got him, his face, his hands, whatever. And then inside, there actually is Han. So this, yeah, this is Power of the Force Han. I played with this guy so much. Yeah, not a super detailed figure. It doesn't look too much like him, but it does the job. And then to put him in, you just snap him in like that, and then boom, you got yourself a Han Solo in Carbonite. So yeah, that's pretty cool. And then another thing she had, and I think that this is sick, it is a water tower. You can't even really see it. There we go, there's the whole thing. But this came with a Luke Skywalker figure. And yeah, it was like this whole water tower system, like from Tatooine. And I think it's so sick to have this. Yeah, it is missing one of the little rods, but I'll just, make it face that way. But Yeah, so that is very, very cool. And then other than that, there were some accessories. So this is a little image. Jabba's droid in charge of torture. Oh, wow. So yeah, this was like a torture thing for droids, I guess. But 8D8, I guess, is his name. And you can kind of see him. 1998, wow. So yeah, this was just like little images that they would put in the figure, I guess. I also have one here for Leia. That one's a lot easier to see. So yeah, it's like a little image of Leia from Endor. Oh, but that says Chewbacca. I don't know. Posing it as Booth's bounty in Jabba's palace. That doesn't make any sense because that's not what's going on here. And then we have another one here. Princess Leia Organa. Leia is reunited with her rebel companions in the Ewok village. Okay, so these have been changed. I wonder if there's a way to change them. I don't know. Maybe you can? I don't care enough. I don't want to break it, but yeah, it's Leia and Chewie. I think those are so neat. And then this. So this, hey kids, join the Jedi Quest Kids Club. Yeah, so these would come in the packs that you would get for figures. So this is Shmi Skywalker, and it just goes through like all of her facts, allies, enemies, gear, stats. I used to have this Eopie. Let's take a look at her stats. So she's not very strong. She's pretty intelligent though. But yeah. And my grandma did have this figure, but I did smuggle it back, so that's why it's not in this group. But yeah, so let's just go ahead and get into all of the figures that we have. Starting things off with the first one in the pile, we have this Power of the Force Imperial Guard. Pretty cool. I don't remember playing with him too much. I mean, he was always like in the box and everything. I just never played with him that much because I didn't really know what to do with him, I guess. But yeah, you know, pretty simple Royal Guard. So yeah, we got him. So this was supposed to be a battle droid, but obviously he does not have his head anymore, which is unfortunate. And he has a really, really loose leg. There we go. But yeah, so definitely battle damage. But what I think is funny on him is like these like comic battle damage marks on him. Like it would not look like that if he was battle damaged, but yeah, very interesting. We got this droid here. I believe this one might have been one of the torture droids, or he might have been a droid in Jabba's sail barge or his palace or whatever. But yeah, very interesting droid. He kind of looks like an insect. I don't know why, but in my last video where I got Master Seb, the Jedi, I mentioned that my grandma had a Jabba's sail barge figure that had the same sort of head, like same sort of alien species, and this is the guy I'm talking about. The only difference is that his eyes are black and the other one actually has like detailed eyes. But yeah, this is a Power of the Force, Jabba's sail barge guard dude. Yeah, pretty neat. Okay, so this is this was from a very weird line of figures where they were like the bendy, like I don't know if they, yeah, Bendums, they're called Bendums, 1993. So this is kind of like whenever Star Wars, it wasn't like outdated at this point, but it just hadn't had any new media for a while, so they were just making wacky stuff like this. But yeah, so we got Princess Leia. Oh, okay, so this is the Luke Skywalker that came with that water tower back there. But I remember specifically going to Amish country with my grandma, and there was this store that would sell, it wasn't it was like a antique mall, I think, and it would sell old Star Wars figures, and we got this guy new, and I remember playing with him a lot. He did lose his hand, but luckily that Obi-Wan back there had an extra hand, and it fit perfectly into his arm, so now he has two hands again. But yeah, I remember playing with this guy a lot. That face scan does not look like Luke or Mark Hamill. And he has a little mark on his chin. But yeah, there he is. We have another Power of the Force Han Solo. This is him from Endor. You know, pretty typical Han Solo rubber jacket here. Pretty cool. Another Power of the Force Greedo. This guy's actually kind of sick. I like him. He kind of reminds me of like a Knights of the Republic civilian. Obviously it's Greedo though, but yeah, pretty cool. Another Power of the Force, Luke Skywalker here. I believe I have this figure already, so, you know, pretty standard Luke Skywalker pilot. This was something that my brother remembers my grandma getting. Basically, like, she came, what are these guys called? I made a whole video. They're like the new, what are they called? Galaxy Heroes? I don't know. They're like the new version of that, I guess, but they're not even new. They came out in like 2014. It's like the new version of these guys. So they just like upgraded a little bit. But yeah, Darth Vader, pretty cool. I mean, he has like cloth and everything, so there's that. Okay, so this guy, this might be a Legacy Collection figure, I don't know, but me and my brother play with this one so much, especially my brother, because the helmet could come off. And as you can see, he's kind of beat up and stuff, missing paint on his nose, and he's very loose, but the helmet has lost paint. I might try to fix that up actually by painting it. But yeah, you know, we got a pretty cool stormtrooper. It's weird because whenever I try to make him stand up straight, his whole body moves and his legs don't want him. He kind of has to like hunch, I guess, like that. So anyways, there he is, pretty cool. Power of the Force, Admiral Akbar, almost forgot his name. Again, pretty simple figure. I mean, Power of the Force figures are pretty simple. So yep, there he is. Again, Power of the Force Lando Calrissian. I remember playing with this figure a lot. I really liked him, and he used to have his helmet that he came with. I lost it though. But yeah, this is obviously him from Jabba's palace, where he dressed up, obviously, to hide. Here we have a Death Trooper. It's kind of randomly thrown in here. 5 POA Death Trooper. You know, pretty cool. I mean, it looks like him, so yeah. Power of the Force, Ponda Baba from the Cantina, obviously. I always thought this guy was kind of sick. Yeah, you know, he's a walrus. And to go with him, we have Dr. Evan Peel. I forget his last name. I remember playing with this one a lot, actually. I definitely play with this one a good bit. Missing paint on his face. Look at that face, though. I feel like Power of the Force was so cartoony. Like, all of the figures were just very cartoony. Like look at this stance. Like, he just looks like a cartoon. And actually, that just reminded me that these guys actually came in a... They came with, like, a Cantina, like, backdrop, which... I'm sad now because we don't have that anymore. Like, I completely forgot about that, but I guess it got thrown away or something. But yeah, that was so fun. Here we have another Power of the Force, Luke, Celebration Luke. Again, like, he's so big and, like, he just looks cartoonified. Like, Luke did not look like this. I always liked this one, too. I remember one time I took off his vest. I don't know why I did that, but I did. Oh, this one is an original 1977 C-3PO. Man, this thing is loose. What is that? Ball in the back. Yeah, this thing is like a rag doll. But yeah, I don't remember playing with that. Another Power of the Force, Obi-Wan. Something happened to his nose. He got nicked on the nose. But I remember I was playing with him one day, then I figured out that could come off, and then he could just be wearing these robes, which, by the way, I don't think I ever see him wearing robes like this. Probably because of the sleeves, but yeah, so he kind of looks like he's wearing pajamas, but yeah, then he just put this big old piece of rubber over top of him, and then he has his his Robotalk on. Actually, I believe this accessory back here is his lightsaber. This is a comically large lightsaber. It's about the size of him. But you put it in his hand, obviously. And then boom. He has his lightsaber. He's ready to fight Darth Vader, obviously. Which is actually pretty cool. This is like my only old Obi-Wan fig, I guess. Again, from Jabba's palace, we have another one of those robots. This one has like little nub inserts for hands. But yeah, this guy's kind of cool. I believe he's Power of the Force as well. 1977, yeah, or 1997. So yes, he is Power of the Force. Here's that Leia, that Endor Leia that we were looking at earlier. You know, pretty basic figure. I guess it kind of looks like her, not really, but that's kind of how all figures were back then. Just didn't look too much like their actor. Here's another one of those Bendums. This time it's Han Solo. As you can see, yeah, that's it's not looking the greatest. 1993 as well. And yeah, I also do have a Luke Skywalker one of it, but it's still in the box because I didn't even feel like taking it out. But yeah, Han Solo. Here is a Clone Wars Mace Windu that does not have arms, or does not have hands, or a head. So that's cute. I remember my grandma would take me to the store, and I'd get Clone Wars figures. It was so cool. I got like I remember I got the Space Ahsoka and the Space Anakin with her one day. That was so fun. Here is the torture droid. So this is the droid that would torture other droids, I guess. Yeah. I feel like he's kind of iconic in a way, because people just look at them and they're like, oh, that's that one droid that burnt the astromech droid's feet. So there he is. Then we have another Mace, Lando Calrissian. And I remember I played with this one all the time. I loved his outfit, which is partly why I did buy the Black Series one over the summer for $10. I know that Black Series one is a legit shelf warmer, but it reminded me of this guy, and I was like, you know what, I'll get it. So yeah, but pretty cool. I mean, again, just super cartoonish, super heroified. But yeah, and he does have this cape, obviously. So yeah, Lando Calrissian. Here's an original, oh, what are these guys called? Imperial Trooper? I forget what these guys are called, but he is an original, I believe. Oh, he has doo-doo on his leg. Ew. 1977, yes, so he is an original. That's gross, whatever's on his leg. Never played with him either. But we do kind of have like the upgraded version of him, which is this guy. I remember playing with him quite a bit. He might be Legacy Collection. That's kind of what he looks like. What year? 2006? 2 years born. 2006. And yes, his little thing can go on there. Which, that broke, so I am gonna need to fix that. But I think this guy's pretty cool, actually. I'm not gonna lie. Yes, we got him. Power of the Force, Tarkin, Grand Moff Tarkin. I have a lot of that figure. Here is Chewie from whenever he got chained up, and so he has this chain on his neck. It kind of just comes out of his neck. And his proportions are really weird. Yeah, I was never a big fan of that fig. But what I did kind of like was this Chewie. Very detailed, very scruffy. He has a hurt leg, I guess. He has a satchel, obviously. So, yes, I did like this Chewie. So he's pretty cool. And then we have the original 1977 R2. Back whenever they used stickers for his designs, which is crazy. But he is dirty. And yeah, so I never played with him either. And then, I'll move the camera over here. The last figure, well, we have one of those Galaxy Squadron Micro Hero dudes, which is R2. And then we have Zam Wesell. Now, I'm so sad because her arm is missing. Zam Wesell, obviously, she's the bounty hunter from Attack of the Clones. Really cool fig, really cool character. And this figure would be so sick if she still had her hand, or her arm. Basically, this was a pretty common thing with this figure. On the back, you can lift that up, and basically what it does is it lifts her arm up. So, if I put it down, and then let's see. So you can see it quickly moves it forward. Well, basically, her arm was connected on a magnet for some reason, and I don't know why, but it was. So, it would fly off, and it's a pretty common thing to happen to this figure. But in turn, it leaves you with a one-armed Zam Wesell. So, it's unfortunate. I don't know if I'm going to rebuy this figure, because I do want a Zam Wesell in my collection, because, you know, I love the prequels. But I don't know. Also, cool feature about her is, as you can see, she has her, or she's like a morphling, I believe they're called. And so that's her with her, like, alien face. And then you can take this off. And boom, we got normal Zam Wesell. So that's actually pretty cool. And I remember I lost this piece and I found it under my bed at my grandma's house. And I was like, what the crap is that? And I was like, oh, it goes to Zam Wesell. So, yes, pretty cool. Pretty cool. I do think this is a neat figure, regardless of if she's missing an arm. And then we have some accessories. This bowcaster might go to Chewie. If his hand, nah, see, his hand's too big. So I don't know. But we got this bowcaster. Oh, no, it's not even a bowcaster. It's just a gun, I guess. I don't know why I was saying bowcaster. Pretty cool gun, though. This is a Wookiee weapon. Same with this. We got a big old Wookiee weapon. So pretty cool. My grandma did have a lot of gigantic Wookiees. Here's one of them. So that's pretty cool. This was something that they used to do back in the day. Figures would come with these little stands. This was a stand for Jar Jar Binks. And it was something, I don't know how you activated it, but basically this chip would say something. The Jar Jar says. Yeah, so there's some, oh wow, it's like a little rainbow. But, from Otto Gunga. But yeah, so this little chip would make him say something, so that's pretty cool. This, I believe, is for those droids from, Jabba's palace. It would, like, they'd, like, electrocute. So that's kind of neat. We got a big old staff here. I don't know who that would be for, but got that. More pieces for bowcasters, guns, lightsaber. I think, is this Obi-Wan's lightsaber? I forget, but we got a lightsaber. I'm gonna put that in my lightsaber collection. Extra lightsabers, never bad to have. And then we just got more guns. And then this robot arm, I do not know what this goes to. I don't even know if it's Star Wars, but it had been in that, oh wow, it moves. It had been in that box for so long. If anybody knows where this goes to, please let me know, because I always wondered, where does this go to? Does it go to Zam Wesell? No, there's no way. That would make no sense. But yeah, so if you guys know where that went, please let me know. But yeah, so that is gonna do it for the overview of all of the figures from my grandma's house. These are really cool. I mean, they're not like super insane figures by any means, but they just mean a lot to me. And I do really like the like little accessories that are here. This is not all of them though. A lot of the figures from her house I smuggled. I'd like go to her house and I'd look at the figures and I'd just like take a few back every time. So it was probably double this size, and mainly the ones that I would smuggle back were prequel figures, like that Anakin there and that Padme, just to name a few. So that's why most of these were original trilogy. But anyways, guys, if you did enjoy the video, make sure to hit like, and I'll see you next one. Peace.